Hello there, motherfuckers, and I cannot believe this. This is unprecedented. Jeff Fowler, the director of the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, he says he's gonna change Sonic's design. Check it out. Here's the proof right here. Jeff Fowler's official Twitter account. He tweeted out yesterday, which I didn't even see this until it was brought to my attention. Thank you for the support and the criticism. The message is loud and clear. You aren't happy with the design and you want changes. It's going to happen. Everyone at Paramount and Sega are fully committed to making this character the best he can be. Hashtag Sonic movie. Hashtag gotta fix fast. Oh, you bet your ass you gotta fix it fast. Oh my god. All I have to say is, some people are saying, oh, well, it should have been like this in the first place and everything like that. And, you could honestly say that. And I mean, that would be very easy for me to say, probably above everyone else, dedicated Sonic fan and all that. I could just easily say, this guy's a bozo, look, for example, the guy's got right here on his banner, from the first Sonic game, Green Hill Zone. This is the most iconic scene. And what's right here? What do you see right here? Sonic the Hedgehog, the Sonic model, which, they would upgrade this model, the sprite of Sonic, and it would look even better and better. And, I kind of see what they were kind of going for there. They were kind of going for more the Sonic Adventure look. I sat back a lot and I thought about this design, which is very weird. I didn't really even think about it, even when I saw the concept art and everything. The longer legs, the skinnier, lankier body. It's a Sonic Adventure look. I mean, really, when you take a look at it, it's really a very similar look. They were obviously going more for that than this, and I could see why, because most of the games feature the design that was introduced in Sonic Adventure. But the thing is, you look at this tweet that he pinned just a mere 2 days before he changes his mind. But love this character, love this cast, love this story we're telling, excited to share this first look. Anyway, so Jeff Fowler, telling you that, he loves this character. He's, so confident in it. And, you see, this guy, he understands kind of the culture. Here you see him as a kid playing with his Star Wars toys. This guy, obviously, is very into this sort of stuff. Games and comics. You could kind of just tell. You look at the profile. You could tell this guy is a fan. The only problem is so if you're so much of a fan and you know Sonic, then why did you make the decision to make him look like this? But I'm gonna say this, guys. I'm gonna say this. Let me go back here to full screen. So, the thing is about this is I don't think it was really Jeff Fowler's idea to make Sonic look that way. Because, obviously you could kind of tell. You see the banner. Now, see, that's the thing. Could someone tell me down in the comments, did he have that banner up before they released the trailer? Because, I just find it insane. There's all the jokes. Did they ever play a Sonic game? He must have. How the hell can you walk through life and not know what Sonic looks like? It's a meme, it's a joke, I get it, it's kind of funny to think like that. Hey, you've been chosen to make a Sonic movie. Do you know what he looks like? You would think that would be the current design of Sonic that's currently in that trailer. You would think that would be Sonic if you looked at him really fast. I got a good idea. Oh, but you barely even looked at him right there. It must have been looking like a blur. He's blue and he's got sneakers and stuff, but and human teeth. Well, actually, no, he doesn't have human. Oh, but we'll add it. Oh, okay, obviously, that's what I'm saying. That there's no way that happened. The studio probably said, Paramount, we gotta bring Sonic. Because they're such geniuses when it comes to video games. Because the movie studios think they know these video games better than the people who created them. Instead of bringing in like a team of like consultants from like Sonic Team who would know the character inside out and could probably come up with a good story. Now I get it. It's not like Sonic games in the past have had these award-winning stories. They're very basic stories. Just basically stopping Dr. Robotnik and everything, and stretching that out into an hour and a half, you would think is difficult. But, you have to kind of think about the Sonic the Hedgehog comics. You have to think about the Sonic Sat AM, the Sirius cartoon. They kept that shit going for a very long time, and it was exciting. I get it, but, nowadays... you would have thought like a movie like Aquaman, 20 years ago was impossible. They have the technology to do it now. So I do not see why people think like, oh my God, how are they going to make it into a movie? No, it's quite easy actually. So, but anyway, it seems to me like they were like, let's humanize this character. Let's take the Sonic the Hedgehog design and, so he fits in better. What I really don't understand is I get it. The days of like hand-drawn cartoons looking like cartoons are pretty much over. Most of the cartoons on Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network are all CGI'd, or they go for that abstract cartoon look. But like, I don't get it. I've said this in the past. What was so wrong with the way the characters looked amongst humans in Space Jam? And we could even go even further back than that, even about like 10, 15 years before Space Jam, and talk about Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Like that, those movies look great visually. The Who Framed Roger Rabbit, I think, won a few Academy Awards. I don't know what categories, I know the hell with the Academy Awards, but it's just, way back when, actual good movies that people watched used to win Academy Awards. So I just don't see why they couldn't come up with something a little bit, better. That did they really think that people were gonna enjoy this look with meme culture? And you would think that creators, movie studios, video game studios, the way things are now, that they would walk on eggshells before they release something. They know the way how fans are. They're very quick to react. Everyone could have a YouTube account. Everyone could have a Twitter. Everyone could have an Instagram. Everybody could have a Facebook. You know what I mean? Like, news travels fast. Memes can be created at the drop of a hat. And you could become a walking, talking joke in like a day on the internet. And that's what this movie became. I said it. I told you even in the previous video I did for my trailer reaction. I said I have never seen anything like this. I've never seen it. And, it just truly shows what an iconic character Sonic the Hedgehog truly is. The fact, like, this is unprecedented. When was the last time you ever saw a creator change his creation just because people complain? You did not ever see this anywhere else. You've had for years and years people complaining about the Transformers movies. They complained about the Ninja Turtle design and everything. People were complaining, for such a long time when they'd see a trailer released that they didn't want it to be this way. They said, please change it. And you see it with all the video game developers. You see it with EA and people, calling out EA on Star Wars and everything. And they still refuse to change their ways. Now there's the Fallen Order coming out for Star Wars, and that's not going to have, they're going to have minimal microtransactions. But, we'll see how that turns out. So, but it's you see my point. They never listen. Creators never listen. So at least Jeff Fowler. I mean, the thing is, though, you have to understand. Jeff Fowler, I do not think that this was his decision alone. It had to have been made by Paramount. Remember, a director is not the main man. He still has to work for the studio. Now, as long as the director and the producer and the filmmakers make the studio money, that's at the end of the day, that's pretty much all they care about, you would think. So, because Jeff Fowler, let's face it, we already talked about this guy. Sorry, Jeff, I really appreciate, that you came out, that you're owning this, or pretty much Paramount's making you the fall guy. I mean, you are the director. But, you look at Jeff Fowler's, you look right here at his Twitter. He's only got 10.5K. Now you might be asking, Brad, you don't even have that many subscribers here. Well, I'm not a Hollywood director. This guy is. He's an Academy Award winner, technically. Remember that, guys? Remember he was the animator on Go for Broke? Remember that? But the thing is, for a director to be put in charge of such a massive property, a massive trademark, a massive copyrighted trademarked icon, Sonic the Hedgehog, a legend and icon in video games and pop culture, that's truly amazing. That's truly amazing that, they put this guy, which, I'm sorry, he's an amateur. I'm sorry, I don't mean to knock him or anything like that, but, they're obviously not going to let this guy call the shots. I really don't know why they picked him or anything like that, but, I don't know. Maybe Jeff really does. This is what I like to think. Maybe Jeff really likes the character. Maybe he appealed to Paramount and said, guys, you gotta let us change this. People are not having it. Maybe Paramount looked at it, and maybe, because I think it's rare. Like I said, I don't think the directors really care half the time. I think some of the video game movies flop, but I think they make just enough to be considered successful, that they make money. So that's why they keep releasing them like this. But most of the time, you see the trend. They don't care. They don't care what people think of the trailer and the movie and the way the characters are being portrayed. They only care about money. They're not interested in the fans' happiness, because as many people that complain online, like say he didn't change this movie, it probably would have gone down in history as one of the biggest disappointments of all time, especially when it comes to video game movies. Probably up there with the Super Mario Brothers, but I digress. The thing is, though, and they would have probably made quite a bit of money off of it, just based on the name alone. Not everyone watches the trailers. Parents see Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh, what are you playing there, little Billy? Sonic the Hedgehog. So, let's go take the kid to go see Sonic the Hedgehog. Go to see the movie. He looks nothing like the character. But remember, I don't really think kids are really going to care that much. Let's remember, it's us, the older fans, the people, especially my age, who grew up playing those classic games on the Genesis, and then like me, you're playing Sonic Forces and Sonic Mania on your Xbox One, and you're even returning to the old classics. You're obsessed. You have them tattooed on your arm, for fuck's sakes. That's those are the people that, like me, that were angry and everything, and really care about the character, want to see him treated well. Kids are gonna be like, he's blue. Like, they're not gonna care. They're the people that are going to laugh, when he gets shot with the tranquilizer dart, like that old, gag that's been done 1,000 times. But now, I got to tell you, I'm just happy, all right? I'm happy. I'm a happy boy. I'm a happy Sonic fan, because it's changed. It doesn't matter to me if Jeff Fowler changed it. Paramount let him change it. He appealed. The fans came through. Whatever the case may be, I'm happy. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. And above all else, I even said, I was just looking forward to Jim Carrey's performance, even if they didn't change the character. People were asking me, so am I going to see it? I would have seen it anyway. I'm just being honest. I know that sounds hypocritical. Like, Brad, you bashed the movie. You said that this was a disgrace and all that. But I know, but the curiosity and, it's the love for Sonic and, just wanting to give everything a try. Hell, I love Sonic 06. I've said it in the past. It's a game that gets a bad rap, but think about it. If I listened to everybody else and I didn't play that game and I didn't experience it for myself, I would have not known that it's actually a pretty decent game. But, people probably disagreeing with me. People that didn't know that I liked that game previously are probably, just like, what? What did he just say? This guy doesn't even deserve to even say anything about this movie. I know. But, thing is, now we get to look forward to a better model. We get to look forward to a Jim Carrey performance that's probably going to be really good and was going to steal the show regardless. The only concern I have here is the elephant in the room. I would say hedgehog, but that really wouldn't make any sense. But, to reference another animal, the elephant in the room, the obvious thing that probably most people are thinking, have already brought up in their videos here on YouTube and articles. How are they going to change this character model by November? I would think that it would be delayed, but I don't think that's the case. They've already released the trailer. This is just so weird because it's not like this was a teaser or anything. This was a full-fledged, nearly 3-minute trailer where we saw, this movie, you could tell, is pretty much all shot, I think. They might just be shuffling around a few scenes, maybe deleting things here and there. Remember, a lot of times in trailers, they don't even use some of that footage. They'll usually just dump it. It's just something there to catch your eye, and they decide in the finished, product that they don't want to use those scenes. It's just something to kind of, attract you to the movie. So, I mean, they're going to have to go in and make, I don't know how drastically they're going to change it. I really don't know. I'm trying to, kind of make an inference here. I'm going to say that they're probably going to make minor adjustments. I don't think that we're all going to be happy with it. But I think any improvement would be some improvement. There's been a lot of talk. There hasn't been any confirmation. Obviously what we saw in the movie was even a bit of an improvement from the concept art, even though that seemed a bit, that wasn't really the same model. It was kind of a little bit more than concept. I don't know what that was. The promotional materials that they had for the movie. I don't think that they're going to completely change it. I'm just saying, but even if it is just minor changes, they got to go in there in every single scene where Sonic appears. Which, this is a movie called Sonic the Hedgehog. And he's going to be in it. He's going to be in it when they're, obviously probably in the intro. They might not show him right away. Maybe about, 10 or 15 minutes in. When he's not on the screen, Robotnik's going to be on the screen, Jim Carrey. So, what I'm thinking here is that they're going to be very, very busy. I've got a feeling that they're going to do, pretty much what everyone's predicting here. They're going to still release it in November, and they are going to work these people to the bone. I don't know how big the team is on this movie. You would think with Paramount Pictures, there'd be a big studio. They're probably employing a lot of people. I don't know. Maybe it's not going to be that bad, but I'm just saying, I don't know what, these filmmakers do in between. Because a lot of times, a movie is already shot, and all they're doing is kind of just biding time. A lot of times, movies are done by the summer, and they don't release until the end of the year. I never understood that, but I guess they're just picking a smart time to release it, or not so smart time to release it. I don't know. It depends on your perspective, but they're gonna have a lot of work ahead of them. Like I said, I don't know. I'm not a someone who does CGI. I'm not an animator of that sort, obviously, so I can't really tell you. I see a lot of people just kind of scratching their heads because it really is. It's a very last minute thing. It really is, as I said, unprecedented. Never seen this happen before. I've never seen it happen once, really. I've never seen them go back and change something just because the fans didn't like it. So yeah, there you go, guys. I'm just happy that they're changing it, basically. I'm ecstatic. Like I said, it doesn't matter whose decision it was. I'm just happy that it's getting done. And guys, thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Click the bell so you get all the notifications when I post all my new videos. And guys, I'll see you next time.